Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's Micros Market Recap. Let's get into it. It is Monday, October 23rd at the close of New York. Micro oil, I should say, opened ever so slightly below that range. Got to the range, almost immediately because it was just right there. And then it was rejected off that HVA edge is essentially what it was. Came down to this one, bounced off of that edge, up to the next one, and you can just see it just ping pong there for quite a while. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 opportunities there in oil itself, and then a few down here as it closed out for the day. But with that being said, we never got to the close really. It was just still above us, but we are finishing net down on the day. Gold opened inside of its range. It opened below that close, never quite reaching it. We got within striking distance, I would say, but it hit that HVA edge. Remember, these levels, if you don't know, were drawn the night before. In this case, they were actually drawn Friday night, but they weren't published until last night for our students. But there was one opportunity there, and you can see they kept hitting there several times throughout the day as well. So giving plenty of opportunities, but needless to say, we did finish net down as well. Now our equities, those opened gap down. What that means is we opened below the range and below that close from Friday. And if you just scroll back here, you can see they're actually below our marked contract low. And you can see we initially had a nosedive before they started that climb. They definitely got some people in that fixation that, finally the market's tanking, let's go with it. And then they turned it around on them. But they did get up there towards that area. They got to their close relatively quick, which was right here. But then they got even more than that. If you're in our rooms, you know exactly what we're looking at in terms of those values of where they were going. And they got there to where we wanted them to go. And it was no surprise that they turned it right back around. And then as far as the NASDAQ goes, the micro NASDAQ, very similar story. Opened to gap down. Let me scroll this back here for you. You can see. And then they hit this HVA edge. They didn't open below that contract low. They actually opened ever so slightly in it. Not terribly far from being outside of it, quite frankly, but they opened inside of it, hit that HVA edge, and then just bounced right off. And then they made their low, psyched everybody out, and then they turned that ship around, got to their close, and then got to that value area that we were looking at for terms of target for the day. And then they just turned it around, brought it down. And so in terms of where we are ending in our equities, as you know, we ended negative or net down in gold and oil. Our equities right now, where they stand, the ES is technically positive. It has another hour or so of moving around, but if it just dies out right here, it'll be positive. And then the NASDAQ, same story, positive, ever so slightly. But once again, these levels are drawn out the night before for our students to be put onto their charts respectively. If you need any more information, feel free to reach out to us. If you would like to learn the methodology that we teach live in the rooms, feel free to reach out to us. Once more, we are Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook or go to our website at targettrading.co. Get in touch with the consultant at either of those locations. They'll gladly show you what we do in our rooms each and every day, and we look forward to seeing you there.